Hello, how's it going there? My name is ManTXD and today we'll be talking about effective versus fun cards. Already my bro HG3 has told you about the bench warmers and how you can use them on your silver slots, but today I want to talk about the overall fun versus effective. And what really brought this video is somebody asked me on stream if Cambi was viable for ladder. I said no. And somebody said, well, Cambi is really good when it works. Cambi is a fantastic card, and I love it as much as the next guy. But the reality of it is that you won't see it on ladder. I'll be surprised if you ever see it on ladder, because it's a fun card, it's not effective. Like as I mentioned before, somebody said, when it works. Let me ask you this, did it work because you took your opponent by surprise? If so, well, what's the percentage of that happening? Later on, if it's viable, then your opponents will be prepared for this kind of cards and it will be as effective, lowering the percentage of when it works. There are some cards that are very effective, and there is some cards that are like around 80% effective and people are throwing those cards away because they're only 80% effectiveness, you know? So Cambi, as much as I love Cambi, I wouldn't say that it's effective. And I have video evidence to prove how much I love Cambi. Roll the clip! As a content creator, it's very important for me to deliver the facts. As some other people might tell you that Cambi is viable, yet it's not. It's important for me that you save your scraps. It's important for me that you use my information to pick the proper legendary from a keg. On the other side, there is cards that are effective and fun, such as Coral. Coral is one of my most favorite cards at the moment. She plays so well, I love the artwork, I love her style, I love that she spawns fog and rain only on the opposite side. It's an absolutely majestic card. I love it, it's fun, but it's effective. Is Coral viable? Hells yes, she's viable. Here is another example of fun versus effective. If you see right here, Jennifer the Conjurer, technically she should have a spot on a couple of decks here and there if you're trying to control on everything. However, because she's unreliable, remember, you have to make sure that your cards have certain percentage of effectiveness in order for you to consider them. If you see her other version, Jennifer, she might not be as fun as the other one, but hells yeah, she's effective. On Jennifer, if you go use the Cryonics or if you use the Unicorn, it will get the job done, and that's what I'm talking about every time that we say effective. Also, right here, here's another fantastic example of fun. Iris. Iris is fun, but yet she's not at that point of meta when it's considered effective or even a threat. We have seen a couple people trying to squeeze it here and there, but the reality of it is that doing the setup, it only works very few times. Operator. Operator is one of those cards that is really fun and yet not as effective. If we're going to talk about effectiveness on the meta, it has to be reliable. You have to be reliable in order to be effective, and Operator is not. Shoutouts to Deo. I know that you're gonna be telling me something on the comments about Operator, and for you, sir, you're probably the only one who makes Operator effective. Now, let's go take a look with another cards that started as fun. As you remember, Siri Dash, a lot of people who used to call her Siri Trash, and people used to play her because she was fun. Now, after people have fun, they start realizing that she's still very effective. It's very reliable to draw your Siri Dash and turn 3 again. So, that is the fine line, guys. Just because it's fun at the moment doesn't mean that it would not become effective. Trololo. We had a couple of discussions on Discord about Trololo and how effective he really is. We came to determine that he was okay. He's very fun to play, but yet he's not very effective. If you're going to consider him just to take off somewhere around 10 points of value, then you might consider that that is just about the average of a silver card. Dandelion is one of those cards that is no longer fun for there is nothing that you can really do with this guy, or that I have found out. If you have found out a reliable deck within the line, well, let me know in the comment section. I'll make sure to check it out, and who knows, maybe you'll feature on the next Gwent City video. For me to consider an effective card, it has to be very reliable and very consistent. Consistency is key to becoming effective. Keep that in mind. Fun cards are the ones that surprise the enemy and also have a shock value. So just keep that in mind. Just because there are cards that only have the shock value and surprise the enemy doesn't mean that I do not love them. My name is MantyXD, and I hope that this video was fun and yet effective. I'll see you guys next time.